Hey, guess who's back with the milk? Me, your urban stepdad, Sam and Pink, and I have missed you, baby boy, my beautiful princess. Where have you been? Oh, yeah? Missing me? Yeah, that happens, and I'm sorry about that. But yes, I'm not dead. I am alive in the flesh and actually doing really, really good. So, in case you're curious, where was he? Where was my dad? I was crying in bed. I hated myself, and I was letting my dreams die. Because sometimes, as a human, you get sad, man. And sometimes things just kind of slip through your fingers. But hey, I am here to tell you right now, as you're listening to me, you can get back on that horse, baby. A stallion remembers how to get rode, okay? And that makes a good wife and a good husband, all right? And sometimes a good stepdad. But anyway, before I get too carried away with the point, I'm feeling a lot better. And if you're not feeling too good right now, just know that it does get better. But you're going to cry a lot, and it's going to suck until you get there. But that's okay. Just know it gets better, and it's worth it. It is so worth it to stick around, because then you can look in the mirror and be like, yeah, I'd suck on my own titties. What's up? Someone suck my titties because they're suckable titties right now. Suck my titties. Come on. The whole world, check them out. You know what I mean? But to get to that point, you have to look in the mirror and go, man, my titties suck. These titties are ass. These titties should be put down like a stray dog. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got like, you got to take them titties out and put them on timeout because they're not worth it at the moment. All right. So get your titties straight and be patient with them. All right. That's my metaphor for the day. Today's titty day. No, it's not, actually. I don't want to carry that through. We're not doing that the whole episode, all right? I'm not clever enough to come up with a bunch of booby metaphors to help us with our mental illness, okay? So, hey, I'm back. I'm happy. As you can tell, I'm yapping again. I feel fun. I feel creative. And I just feel cute and smart, and I'm ready to go, okay? So I'm riding this wave while I can, and I hope you hop on this wave too. Get on your little surfboard, put on your tight little swim pants or your cute little bikini, and come ride the waves with me. We're going to get through this winter together. So, as you know, I like to say, and I think it's pretty unanimous, I have the best intro song in the entire world of intro songs ever. So let's hit that gospel, boy. Let's listen to that beautiful, sweet music, sweet little baby angel, and let's start the damn episode. You've been waiting, I've been waiting, and by golly, I know you want to hear it. I love you. So tune in, tune out, and let's get rolling. Thanks for coming in. This is Urban Stepdad with Sam and Pink, and I will see you on the other side. How can you have a bad day? How can you have a bad day when you listen to that little thing? Oh, it's so beautiful, man. You could put me in a hole and pour boiling water on me and play that tune, and I'd say, give me more so I can listen to that sweet happiness. You know what I'm saying? But please don't put me in a hole and don't pour anything on me unless I tell you it's cool, all right? I like olive oil because I'm Italian, and sometimes Irish butter on the skin just feels right. So anyway, okay, this is normally an advice show, but I've been a bad papa. I disappeared, but I am back, okay? Give me a second chance, please. Please give me a second chance. Take me back. And the whole reason I say this is because I don't have a lot of advice to give you. Not a lot of people have written into me because I have not communicated that I do this at all, and I fell into a depression hole and have not talked to everyone who loves me. You know, like a true winner, baby. It's that wintertime blues, baby. But anyway, I got a few questions here, and then we're just going to talk. I kind of want to update you guys on life, and there's a few things I want to talk about, okay? There's a few points I need to make because I've been doing some thinking, all right? Besides crying, I've been doing some thinking, which is a scary thing to do, but I sure done do it, all right? So let's get to the advice first. We got a few good ones here, okay? If I can find it, which I just did, okay? So that's pretty good. You should be proud of me on that one. All right, so this are my sweet baby child, Kelly Clarkson. I'm not going to say this is me being cyberbullied, okay? This isn't about the email, all right? I'm just telling you how the name Kelly Clarkson. If you don't know your stepdad good enough to know that Kelly Clarkson is icky, icky, poo, poo, then I don't think that we're close enough. You know, I don't think our relationship as father figure and child who doesn't know what's going on is strong enough, okay? Kelly Clarkson, I mean, I hope she's a good human. I wish her nothing but the best, but get that shit out of here. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. But I love you as my child. And they always say, like, kids fight back, right? Kids have attitude problems. They come at you. They say things you don't want to hear. You know? And I don't want to take it personal. Okay? You're growing up, you're maturing, you're realizing things, you have emotions. Okay? Your brain's developing, and I love you through it, even if it's developing in the way I never wanted it to, and it's going to cause issues for the rest of our relationship because we don't see eye to eye. But hey, I don't tell the future. You know, I just know not every kid's your favorite, okay? So anyway, anyway, I still love you. All right? Don't worry about that. So, Kelly Clarkson wrote into me. I met the person that feels like my soulmate, but he's emotionally unavailable. We could probably all relate to that a little bit. Me as the emotionally unavailable one. I want to admit that real quick. I just want to say that real quick. I feel like I am going to be on the other side of this one. Okay? I'm terrified of love. I'm very insecure, and I got a lot of issues. So if I really like somebody, I fall apart. So I tend not to let myself get too deep. So Kelly Clarkson, I already feel for you. I feel like I'm reading what somebody who I have loved would write into me. So I think it's going to be healthy for everyone involved on both sides because I feel like I get it. Okay, anyway, I met the person that feels like my soulmate, but he's emotionally unavailable. Noted. I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to love him, but I also know chasing will push him farther away. The effort was there at one point on his end, but for some reason he's distanced himself, and I don't know if I should continue to try to show him what he means to me or learn how to graciously let go and accept that it's not meant to be. I miss him, but I feel like a burden trying to maintain communication. Please help, Dad. I got you, baby. So, to be honest, anytime it comes to relationships, there's two things happening at all times when it comes to emotional. You have complicated, human, messy, icky, sticky, boiling pot of piss and poo and sadness and tears and love and dreams, which is very complicated, as you know, but it's all in one big soup. And it makes you blind and it makes you irrational. Okay? But then there's reality and simplification. Okay? So that's our two schools of thought on this one. Okay? You have poopy soup of love, option one, or you have rationality, option two. Okay? And both are okay. You need kind of both, right? So, because if you're too rational, you're never going to fall in love. You're never going to give yourself to somebody, okay? And I tend to be too rational because falling in love and dipping my face and hands into the poopy soup of love scares me, man. So, what this sounds like to me is that you are kind of playing both sides, but you're still taking sips of poopy soupy love, okay? Because don't ever chase anybody. Chasing is silly. That's only in movies. And honestly, it just doesn't work. It's not healthy. You shouldn't have to chase love. I'm just being real with you. Love should be there. You know, I mean, it takes work, but work is not chasing. Work is not running after somebody while they run away. And think about it too, okay? As someone who is emotional and unavailable sometimes, and I wish I wasn't that way, and I work on it really hard, right? But hey, you don't want to be with someone who's emotionally unavailable anyway. Okay? And that person is emotionally unavailable for reasons. And I'm telling you, honey, it's not you. This man is not going, oh, I love everybody and everything's so sweet and I can't wait to have a wife and everything's going to be so lovely. But that damn Kelly bitch, God damn, I cannot be emotionally available for her. That's not how that works. Okay? This man has some issues, probably some trauma stuff, or he just has fear with relationships, or he just has jealousy. You know, he's human. He's got some problems to him, okay? So do not be one of those people who waste their life trying to, fix somebody. Not your job. You shouldn't have to fix somebody. That's not what you're here for. You're not here to fix. You can help people, right? But you don't need to fix nobody because nobody will change unless they do the work, okay? If you've been here long enough, you understand, but that's the reality of life. You cannot fix anybody. You cannot change anybody. That person needs to do it themselves or it doesn't matter. It's not real, okay? So please, everyone listening, cut it. If you don't like what somebody does, you can have a conversation about it, right? Boundaries are a little different. If they break a boundary in your relationship, yes, you can work on that and change that. But dude, if Todd does this because he just has some emotional stuff, but he's not willing to look in the mirror and Todd goes, hey, I have some emotional problems. I need to figure that out. You're wasting your damn time trying to scream at Todd and tell him to get his shit together because he's not going to. Because if he cared, he'd fix it. If he really wanted to change, he would do it. No one's going to change for anybody. They say that all the time. People will manipulate you with that, okay? Fun fact. Do not let people manipulate you by saying, I will change, okay? If they do not change the first time they say that, or at least start showing improvements, right? Like they're showing the work, they're putting it in. They can slip up sometimes. That's fine. It's not what I'm saying. I know you can't change overnight. But if someone does the same shit more than once and says they're going to change, they're never going to do it again, and they do it, fuck them. They suck. You don't need to be with them and bounce out. Okay? You're worth more than that. Okay? Not everyone on earth has massive traumatic problems that will ruin your life. Okay? That's not real. There's a lot of people like that, but loving them isn't going to fix them. They need to figure that shit out on their own. Okay? So maybe you not chasing this man, maybe you not playing this emotional, unavailable game with him. If you really care about him, maybe that's what he needs. He needs to know, shit, I will lose people if I don't work on my emotional problems. Okay? And also, too, in the modern world, emotionally unavailable means this guy probably just wants to throw it down and doesn't want to deal with any of the repercussions. So, okay? Because I'm going to be real with you, sometimes that's how I am too. I like to have fun, and sometimes I get a little carried away, and then I realize I hurt people, so I try not to do that anymore. That's a flaw of mine, and I'm working on it, okay? So that could be it too. But if the humping was good, take the hump, you know? Throw it back for a real one. I say that all the time. But don't invest too much in it, okay? So, and things can be confusing in love. I might be losing the plot here a little bit, but I hope you're paying attention. Okay, let's go back to the basics. I got a little rambled up in this. I got a little carried away in this conversation. So, okay, you have poopy soup of love, right? And that is, he's emotionally available. I like him. Do I just distance myself and graciously go away? Or do I, help him learn to love me? I don't want to burden him. Okay. Or that's kind of that complicated emotional soup of love. And when I say poopy soup, it's not a bad thing. Okay, it's cute poopy soup. It's in a cute little barrel, and it smells good, but it's scary. Every bite tastes different, and some of the bites might kill you. They might stab you because you looked at somebody wrong. They might ruin you financially. They might burn your house down because of negligence. They might cheat on you with your sister, or they might even cheat on you with your dad. And the next thing you know, all of a sudden your husband's gay, your dad's gay, and you don't know what's going on, and you're left out, and they're happy, and they look good together too, so it's even worse because everyone's cheering them on, and you're just eating ice cream and wanting to die. So some bites of the poopy soup just isn't tasting good, but some bites, man, of that poopy soup, oh my God, it is. You're holding hands and everything feels just right. The sun is setting, you're in love, and you look at each other, spark in both your eyes, and you're thinking about baby names and a life together. You're going on a vacation, and you look at that person, you go, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world than with you, holding your goddamn face and kissing your beautiful goddamn lips, and I'm so in love with you, and you're the best thing to happen to me. Those also happen too, and happy families happen, all that stuff. So the poopy soup of love, right? Every bite is a gamble, but you need to take a bite sometimes, okay? Get a little carried away. All right, so that's what I feel like this is. The rational part of love is it's not going to work. Kelly Clarkson, it's not going to work. Okay? It's not. Respect yourself enough to know that things can get complicated, sure. But if it's to the point where you have to reach out and be like, he's distancing himself, he's emotionally unavailable, he's probably going through things, okay? And if he doesn't communicate that with you, he doesn't have to tell you anything. No one has to tell you anything, okay? But you also don't have to stay. You don't have to try to force that information out of them. Leave them be. Cut your losses and go find somebody who gives you the emotional support that you need. That's another thing for everyone listening. For the love of God, if your partner does not give you what you need, you're not an asshole for breaking up with them. Some people just don't have the puzzle pieces you need to finish your puzzle. It's okay. That's fine. What? He has a nice butt, and he has a good job, and he's good with kids. That's awesome. But he doesn't support you when you cry, and he doesn't understand your dreams. He doesn't try to understand them, okay? There's going to be give and take in every relationship. But if something is really big and you feel like it's missing, and they don't provide that, especially if you've been in a long relationship, bounce out, dude. It's okay. I say this all the time, and I don't, maybe I'm delusional, okay? But I'm pretty sure there's billions of people around in the world, okay? I don't know if I made that up somewhere, but I'm pretty sure that's a statistic. There's billions of people, and I'm sorry, okay? This shit ain't the movies. Not everyone is like so special and different, okay? You will find somebody awesome. There's billions of awesome people. If there's billions of people, there's billions of awesome people. And, okay, maybe this might help you a little bit, Kelly Clarkson. Maybe, all right? Because I believe in this. I don't believe in such thing as one perfect soulmate at all, okay? I think you have hundreds of soulmates in the form of dogs, in the form of friends, in the form of, not, hey, I didn't mean to say the P word. Sometimes those can feel a little intimate, okay? Sometimes I see something on the big screen and I go, this was made for me, but that's not the point, okay? I'm just a little freak. But you have soulmates in everything, man. Even your favorite food can be made for your soul, okay? So you're going to have different soulmates throughout life, and that's okay. It's awesome to think that way, okay? Hear me out. Because A, you don't get caught up in like, oh, I really like the way this person is. I'm obsessed with them. They're everything to me. They're all I need. My life is a storybook. Your life is not a storybook. You poop and pee, okay? A storybook doesn't mention that all the time, okay? You get period cramps. Or if you're a dude, sometimes you sit on your own ball sack and it hurts. Life is not a movie. Life is better than a movie because it's longer and it's more in depth, and you're not lying the whole time because a movie is a lie. So just remember that. All right? Humans are sad, so we make up shit to be happy. Okay? So calm down. Don't make love a big movie. All right? So what I'm trying to say basically is if it ain't working out, it's not working out. Don't be chasing nobody. Don't be fucking trying to change nobody. Don't be doing none of that. Just go out there, try your best, and if it ain't working and you don't feel it or you feel like it's not fair, okay? It just doesn't work out for you. Then bounce. I say this all the time, ain't nobody cute enough. Ain't nobody throw it down good enough. Ain't nobody look good enough in a sunset. Nobody's funny enough, smart enough, rich enough, like provide enough for you. Nobody is enough to make you feel like garbage. If someone makes you feel like garbage enough, leave. Leave and go find somebody who makes you feel a little bit less like garbage. But be realistic. Everyone's going to have their stuff, okay? In a perfect world, I would say go find a partner that makes you giggle and is there for you most of the time, because that's better than most people will ever be to you. You have to have realistic expectations on relationships. They have a past. They have problems. They have internal struggles and external struggles, just like you do, okay? And people are different. People change, okay? And people can change for the better and they can change for the worse. So don't get so attached that you put someone on a pedestal. And you know what I mean? That's just dangerous for both of you, okay? So keep it human. And if they shuck, leave them. If it ain't working out, take your cute little booty and scoot down the goddamn road, okay? You're gorgeous and you're worth it, man. Take some time to be alone. Maybe try some new recipes. Maybe, hey, if you don't like something about yourself, take this time to work on it yourself, okay? This man you're chasing, he needs to work on shit. You probably do too, so just be alone, okay? It's fun to play with yourself, to be honest with you. No one gets pregnant with some fingers. Everything's good. So, less stress that way, okay? You don't got to think back and be like, God, man, I can't believe I spit on that person so intimately, okay? Keep your spit in your mouth when you're alone and you're good, okay? Things are simpler that way, so figure yourself out, okay? So I hope that in the future, when you're with somebody, you don't feel the need to chase them. Nobody's good enough. You are not a dog running after a Frisbee. And goddamn, dogs running after Frisbee are cute, but that's their job, okay? They love that. They're meant for that. You are not. A man or a woman is not a Frisbee, and you're not a cute little puppy getting a little workout in. You're a human goddamn being with a lot of emotions, a lot of shit to do, and a lot of life to live. So don't limit your life and your experiences by chasing somebody. Okay? Okay? Does that make sense? A little all over the place, but I hope that helps. All right? And in that situation, I don't think either one of you are bad or wrong. I hope you don't get that note, okay? So it just isn't working. It just isn't working. This isn't working. But if you're dating somebody and they sleep with you all the time, right? And they always hit you with the I'm emotionally unavailable, that's whack, bro. Because you got to be real, okay? Are you friends with benefits or are you leading me on, okay? And you are worth not being led on. Leading people on is icky and bad, okay? And I know that because I used to do that, okay? I am flawed. I'm honest with you guys. I was so afraid of love, but I was so afraid of being lonely that I was in that fine line of just everyone was hurt all the time, okay? So I've worked on it a lot and I try my best, okay? So you got this. Just give yourself some grace, give other people grace, and don't put too much pressure on it. All right? So what do we learn from this, Kelly Clarkson? Chasing, I don't do it. Okay? If someone's emotionally unavailable, don't take it personal. They don't hate you. Okay? They don't hate you. They got some stuff to work on. Okay? Or just not meant to be. Listen to the world. If the world says, I don't think you're supposed to sleep with Todd, probably don't sleep with Todd. And, probably save your heart in the long run. Too many people waste their life trying to find love in people who aren't supposed to love them. And it's pretty easy to know when it's not supposed to be. You might think it's complicated. Well, how do I know? Trust your heart, little baby. Everyone knows when you're with somebody and it doesn't feel good. They know that feeling, dude. They know that feeling, okay? And if you have been blindsided by relationships ending and stuff, you got to take them rose-colored glasses off, dude. Okay, unless you're dating an Oscar-winning actor who's also a like serial killer and also like the most messed up brain of all time, there's cracks that you're gonna see. All right, so don't 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 believe in love so much that it makes you insane. Okay, that's the nice way to say it. Okay, like it's the reality of it is like any relationship, especially if you ask people who've been together for like 60 years, they fight. They also make love. They have massive issues they get over. They do all this stuff, okay? So, like, it ain't a movie, baby, and you don't want it to be, okay? Because if you didn't pee or poop for, yeah, I don't know, 30 years, you'd be full of poop and pee, and your bladder would hurt, and your butthole would pucker, and not in the cute way. Not because you saw a cute boy or cute girl, and you want nasty things to be done to you because you're a dirty dog, okay? So, all right. I hope that helps, Kelly Clarkson. I really do. I really hope that helped you understand some stuff. But yeah, spark notes. Don't chase them. Don't chase them. You know, go look in the mirror. Like earlier, like my intro. You know what I mean? Go look in the mirror and see if them titties, you want to share them with the world. If you don't feel like them titties can get you some gold, go out there, you can buy a Camry with them, you know? Spend some time alone, okay? If a man doesn't make you feel like your boobies are made of diamonds, kick that man to the curb. And ladies or men out there, if your lady doesn't make you feel like your boobies are made of diamonds, leave too, okay? Keep your titties gold. That's what I'm saying. All right, Kelly. I wish you the best, and as always, your papa loves you. Thank you for coming. I hope I help. I really hope I helped you, and helped everybody out there if you're struggling with this. Don't chase. Keep your titties diamond, and love yourself enough to be okay being alone, baby. It's okay. Love yourself enough to be your own best, your own boyfriend, your own girlfriend. Chase your damn self, all right? You're not a dog, baby. I'll still pet you, though. I'm a freak. I'll tickle your back and nibble on your ear, baby. Anyway, okay. Okay, so the next one, all right? This is my sweet baby love child. Their name is Me Ugly. That's a tough one. I'm so sorry, your parents. I mean, if I would have given birth to you, I would have not named you Me Ugly. I feel like that set you up for failure here. I would have named you something like Beautiful Orangutan, Freakazoid, Kissy Baby Cutie Pie, or something like that. Something creative, something fun, conversation starter. But anyway, okay, my dear child, Me Ugly. First off, I love you. This is a tough question, okay? And honestly, I feel like you might be like kind of being mean a little bit with this one, but I'm just insecure, so I might be reading it this way. But okay, so Me Ugly asks, is the purpose in life to be so attractive you get subpar unknowns making comments about how they would like to go down on you and make your toes curl? Okay, that's the first part. Second part, it says attraction give you purpose. Clearly, it gives you likes. That's the part that hurt my feelings because, I mean, people call me cute, but I like to think I'm more than just what I look like. And I might be taking this very personal, but it sounds like you wrote it personal. All right, so I'm being defensive as shit right now. But the answer to all this is fuck no, man. The purpose in life is not to be so attractive that random people go down on you. Okay. I mean, it's fun for a little bit until you realize how empty that is. How empty, dude, to be like wanted just for your body is fun for like a little bit. And I know this because okay, I say this all the time, and I'll explain myself as much as I need to. I grew up, and I was very heavy set, and I was a late bloomer, and I got bullied a lot for being overweight. And I got lucky that I had some very good friends who had my back and stuff, but I didn't get any attention for a long time. And I still suffer from some mental stuff from that. I have really bad body dysmorphia, and I get really hard on myself. I'm an extreme perfectionist about my looks. I'm not kidding, dude. If I have like a single pimple on me, I don't want to go outside. Like I become mentally unwell if I don't like what I look like. Like I am so picky about going out in public in my outfits. I'm picky alone. I am picky about what I look like alone. And some of you might be that way too, and it's okay to admit that. I I get dressed to sit around the house all day because I'm terrified of seeing my reflection and think I look like shit. Like I work on this all the time. I really try to deal with and learn that my looks are not everything because it's a very damaging place to be in, man. And it sucks. And funny enough, when I lost all this weight and I started getting attention, right? I started laying it down. Okay. People were saying, "Hey, I like you. Will you hump me?" And I started saying, "Hell yeah." That was cool for a little bit until I realized I was being used, and I was so addicted to attention that I was putting myself in bad situations, and I let some not so great people hurt me pretty bad, and I just didn't know how to say no because I felt like because they gave me attention, I owed it to them. And I'm not alone in this. A lot of people I know who grew up, especially they got bullied, or let's say no one wanted them, and then all of a sudden, boom, they went through a growth spurt, or puberty blessed them, or they worked out and lost a bunch of weight and stuff like that. They all kind of experienced this, where you're trying to figure out how to love yourself, and you're finally getting attention, so you give yourself to people, and you learn pretty soon that it didn't fix you like I thought it would. That's not love, and now you have a lot of regrets, and you have a lot of pain, and you have made some mistakes, and so it's harder for you to trust people, and that's just kind of how it goes. Not for everybody, but for almost everyone I know, and maybe you relate to this if you're listening to this. When you go from no attention to a lot of attention, it is not what you dreamed of, and it's not what you thought. And there's also kind of a weird trap in it too. Okay, when I've noticed this, when you are, let's say, technically attractive, right? Like a lot of people want to see your butthole. Okay, a lot of people tend to not really sympathize with you if you have certain issues, right? If you're saying, I'm lacking confidence, or, I feel like I'm being used, or like, I'm uncomfortable. I've experienced this where a lot of people, they just go, wow, you're complaining about people wanting you. No one wants me, you know? And it's like it's weird. It's a really weird fucking thing, okay? Because you're still human if you look good, and I promise you, good looking people, I'm doing like little bunny ears right now. Good looking people have really bad goddamn days, okay? And when your looks become such a topic at all times, you have to be pretty goddamn strong willed to not let it take control of your brain. Where, I mean, think about it. You know how many models are just mentally ill, you know? Like, I don't know about you, but I've hung out with a lot of very beautiful people, and almost every person I met that's strikingly gorgeous is wildly insecure. And a lot of people don't understand that. They always go like, well, I don't get it, you know? Like, if I was that hot, I wouldn't care at all. The thing is, you kind of have to, it's like anything in life. And I mentioned this before. You don't know what it's like until you're there, okay? When your looks become everything, your bad days become crippling because your self-worth has now been attached to how you look, and you're human, dude. We poop, we pee, I get sweaty. Like, things go bad all the time. And it can be it's like a really weird feeling where you feel like you have to look good at all times, and that's hard to do. And I mean, especially if you come from somebody who grew up with a lot of people telling you that you weren't good enough and that you're not good looking, and that you're like, people used to call me literally gross, dude. Like, I'd walk down the hallways and they'd flick my tits in school. They'd literally just walk right past me. People didn't even know. And they'd flick my man boobs. They would. They'd be like, nice tits. And that fucks with you, dude. That I'm still wildly insecure. I've had an 8-pack in big pecs, and I didn't want to take my shirt off at the pool because I was terrified it was all in my head, man. So, like, things will mess you up, man. So you just got to be more aware. And the whole reason I'm talking about this is because this question right here: is the purpose of life to be so attractive you get subpar unknowns making comments about you? Absolutely not. That's not the purpose in life for anybody. But I'm also not going to sit here and act like, okay, being attractive has its fucking perks. It absolutely does, okay? And if anyone attractive tells you it doesn't, they're lying to you. And they're trying to do this like fake humble thing, okay, which is the most annoying shit in the world. Yes, dude, people are so much nicer to you. Absolutely. It does. It is scientifically proven if you're good looking, you're going to get jobs more often. More people are willing to help you. And it's shitty, and it's just the way the world works, okay? And I have noticed that from my life before 70. I lost some of my weight at 70. I was over 100 pounds at 17. I went from like 5'6" to 6 foot tall. I don't tell people I'm 6 foot tall online, but now you know, okay? I like to tell people I'm 5'4" because I think it's cutesy and funny, because I have a dream in my life that when someone who listens to my podcast or watches my videos sees me in real life, they're going to be so fucking confused when they're like, he's not 5'4", and I just want to live for that moment. So if you hear this, lie to everybody for me, okay? Sometimes lying's okay if it's fun, if it's for a joke, okay? Tell them I'm 5'4", please. I want that moment in my life so bad. So I'm be like, damn, bro, You a big ass 5'4", and I start giggling and I kiss you. Anyway, so my main point is, like, yes, there are definitely positives to being attractive, but it is not the purpose in life, okay? And you want to know what the purpose of life is? You want to know what your stepdad thinks the purpose of life truly is? Are you ready for this? It's to experience your life. It's that simple. Go see shit, do shit. Your brain, you do have a unique brain, and it has certain dreams. It's very, dude, we're a collage of all sorts of little messes, man. You know, like you could like Chinese architecture, but also love lima beans, but you really hate the color brown, right? But you get hard when you see orange, light orange. Okay? Like every brain is so weird and confused. So go out there, man, and try to build a Chinese architecture house. Okay? Have nothing in your house the shade of brown. Have everything light orange, you know? Go experience life. Go see stuff. Go have conversations, right? Chase your dreams, even if they fail. Get on. Your goal in life is to be on your goddamn deathbed and say, I tried, man. I tried so hard and I got some stuff done and I lived. Like for me, right? I want to lay on bed and be like, I am Salmon Pink and I proved it. I was the only one that was me. I did my own shit and I tried my damn best at it. And I had some good times on the way. And I learned a lot of shit, right? You have one life. You have one goddamn life. Your purpose isn't to be humped all the time. Your purpose isn't that random people want to, like I said, see your butthole, maybe spit on the small of your back and call you a good boy or a dirty girl. Okay, that's fun, sure, fine. Okay, if you're a little freak, all right, you like to be thrown into cement walls so you bruise and you can think about them later and be, God, Jeremy smelled so good. Fine, dude, we're all cool with that. But your purpose in life is not small like that, dude. That's the whole thing. Purpose in life is not small. It's a big, beautiful thing. So go make it big and beautiful, God damn it. Okay? And the only reason I'm getting a little spicy on this one is because I care so much. I care so much. I see so many beautiful people so afraid to be alive. And they always say, look, I don't know what I'm doing. No one does. Sorry to yell. No one knows what they're doing, dude. No one knows. I have met doctors who hate their job, okay? And you have people who die because they want to be a doctor so bad, okay? It's like, you don't know what you're doing, trust your gut, and have a good story, dude. You are worth a story. Think about it. Like, everyone loves people who have a good story because it's admirable. It's so admirable to be like, wow, this dude just went and did shit. Okay, I wish I went and did shit. You don't have to wish. You can just do shit, baby boy, baby girl. You can just do shit, okay? And life is scary. Yeah, dude. It was also scary for the people who have a good story. Okay? You're going to fail. All right? You're going to be afraid. You're going to get hurt, but you're also going to smile so bright that you're confused that you could be this happy. Okay? You're going to see shit that you dreamed of and you say, I fucking saw that and it was prettier than I thought. Okay? You're going to accomplish things and you can look around and point at it and say, I did this. I made this. This is part of my story. It's not somebody else's story. It's not somebody else's journey. You fucking did that. And that's cool. I'm into that shit. I'll eat that up all day, man. So that's beautiful. So my answer to your question, me ugly, is A, you're not ugly. Okay? And does attracting give you purpose? Absolutely not. To be honest, if you're chasing attraction, it's mentally not okay. Like if attraction is your main focus in life, you got to work on it. And that's coming from somebody who has severe attachment to my appearance. And it does damage my life heavily. To the point that even creatively, like there's so many videos I want to make, but I don't like myself at certain ankles or I like my ankles. I actually got good ankles, but I got sexy ankles, dude. They're small and athletic and they're good, but certain angles of me I don't like. So I literally limit my self-expression over an angle that you will see for 0.4 seconds in a video, dude. That's crazy. I'm holding my dreams back because of it. So don't be like that. And that's something I'm working really hard on to get over. Okay. I'm tackling that the best I can. And some days are easier than others, like everything. Okay. So also, fun fact, if you don't like what you look like and you don't think you're attractive, there's things that you can do about it, dude. And I don't want to sound like annoying. You know, fuck it. Okay. Let's just get real quick. And this is from somebody, I didn't like what I looked like when I was in high school. I didn't like getting bullied. I didn't like the fact that no one wanted to kiss my little front. I wanted someone to kiss my front, okay? And I didn't like it. And I didn't like myself. I hated my reflection. I didn't like it at all. Okay. So you can change this, dude. And you don't just, the first step you need is don't make excuses. Okay. Don't make excuses. It's annoying and it's not going to help you. Right. Look in the goddamn mirror and say, yeah, you're not the best version of me. Fuck this person right here. Look in the mirror and say that. You are not who I deserve to be. I'm going to go be that person. Okay. And the truth is, man, you can lose all the weight. You can. Is it going to be easy? Hell no. Is it going to be worth it? Absolutely. And sit right now and say to yourself, am I worth being the best version of myself? Do you think so? Right? I pray to God. I hope that you think that you are worth being happy and liking what you look like. Right? Because if you don't, then you got some work to do, man. Read some books, reach out to some people, maybe some professional help, because you should want the best for you. Okay? You need to believe in that you deserve to be the best version of you. Okay? Go out there and get it done. And it's not complicated. It's just hard. That's most of life. Most of life, unless you do like anything with bills or paperwork, because that's annoyingly complicated for no fucking reason, but that's a whole different point. That's because lawyers are ass. If you're a lawyer out there, I love you. Okay, I'm proud of you. All right, but you got a nice car and you're doing good. You worked really hard to be a lawyer. But hey, maybe do this for me, okay, lawyers out there? Make it less stupidly complicated, please. Like, you don't need to be doing all that, okay? You don't need to be doing all that. And I know why you do it, and it's wrong, okay? You're trying to gatekeep, and I don't appreciate that. It's dumb, okay? I'm trying to do LLCs and all this stuff. Why'd I got to put my name in the newspaper for that? Why can't I just start a business? Anyway, that's not... I'm losing track here, okay? So basically, dude, if you don't like what you look like, put the work in to be what you look like because you deserve it, dude. And be honest with yourself. You don't need a fancy gym, okay? You don't need $1,000 to eat healthy, okay? If you want to lose weight, you just eat less, dude. That's the truth, okay? I'm sorry. You can hit me with 1,000 excuses, like, oh, well, my bladder produces calories out of fairy dust. That doesn't happen. That's not real. Sorry. You're not better than physics, okay? Just take some accountability. It's cool. Own your shit. You didn't take care of yourself for a little bit. That's fine. Like, that's fine. It's all good. Okay. I don't take care of myself half the year. Okay. I'm saying I'm sober because I abuse alcohol. Like, I don't take care of myself as much as I should, as much as I want to, but I still do the best I can. Okay. So look in the mirror and change yourself, baby. Go from me ugly to me fucking did something about it. Okay. How about that? Okay. Because you know what people love to hump. All right. If you really care so much about comments about going down on you and getting humped, here's the truth. People want to hump somebody who's trying in life. And also, they make the best lovers, dude. Because if you're willing to try, think about this. If you look at somebody and they're willing to like suffer in the gym and eat healthy food that tastes like ass, and they go on hikes and they're doing all this stuff, you don't think that homie's gonna pick you up and throw you around and throw it down like WWE in your cervix, bro? Right? Or if you're a boy who likes boys, throw it down in your pooper scooper, dude. Like, think about it. People, we know our brains channel that, dude. Like, well, okay, well, that person's in good shape, so they're probably gonna they're gonna put on a show for my ass, okay? People like to hump that, so be that. Be humpable. If that's really what you care so much about. Or not, don't. You go, that's also not the biggest point of the world. But I feel like this question is very, very horny-centric, so I'm trying to give you the best playing field I can. Because I care. I really want to help you. But no, looks are overrated, sorry. And being the most beautiful person in the room, just like anything else, comes with problems, okay? But being attractive, it does help, for sure. It's helpful, dude. It fucking helps, okay? We don't have to lie about it anymore. Again, walk away from this thinking, if anybody tells you that being attractive, like, doesn't have perks, you're allowed to not like them. You're allowed to be like, wow, you stink, and you're doing this weird humble thing. So I'm on your side on that one. But also too, strangers want to go down on you. I'm picky about who gets to play hacky sack with my sack. Okay, I'm picky about that because you should be picky about it. Okay, and that leads me to another point I wanted to make, okay? And I feel like I might get a little bit of backlash on this, okay? But I want to talk about it. This question brought it up for me, okay? We're going on a tangent right now, and that's what we signed up for, okay? I don't know if you heard me. I'm smacking my chair because I really care about this. So, okay? I'm an idiot. I am. I'm going to be real with you. And you should wrap your willy And if you're with somebody with a willy and you don't have one, they should wrap it too. It's just realistic, okay? But let's say you don't. You're dumb. You're like me, okay? I'm going to be real with you. I'm a dirty dog, okay? I wish I was better. But I am picky. And the reason I am picky, and this is something I don't understand, people who just sleep with anybody, okay? I'm not the ruler of the world, but I want you to think about this, okay? This is something I think about all the time. You should be picky because let's say you're throwing it back for a real one. And pretty soon, that throwing it back turns into throwing it forward and you have a baby in your belly, okay? And let's say, now, think about it, okay? That situation happened and a baby is born. Think about that baby for a second, okay? This is my point. You ready? This is the holy grail of my entire explanation so far. You're a little baby, okay? You look to your right, and your mom is a smoke show, or your dad is a smoke show. Solid 10. And you're like, damn, my mommy is a babe. My daddy is handsome as hell. I can't wait to grow up because I'm going to be handsome as hell too. Or a smoke show, right? Okay. And then you look to your left, okay, and Shmeegle is sitting there. Your papa is Shmeegle, okay? Your papa is carrying like every genetic possible problem that is going to detriment your life, okay? And I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just being realistic here, bro. If you're that baby, okay, and Shmeagle's your papa and your mom is Megan Fox, you're going to be so mad at your mom because she really affected your genetics, okay? And I know this, hear me out before you start getting all pissed off at me. Think about that damn baby, right? Because if you have a heart in your damn chest, you're going to want the best for your baby, okay? And we're not dumb, and we're honest on this podcast, and we're all grown up so we could talk about this. Just like Me Ugly asked the question, and I was honest about it with you, being attractive has its perks, okay? So if you're a baby and you see Megan Fox and you look over, dude, and some Lord of the Rings creature, for some reason your mom let hump her, and then you were born, you're going to be mad and you're going to blame. You're going to blame both of them. Because that's, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Unless, and this is my caveat, unless Shmeegle and Megan Fox really loved each other, seriously, if they really did, then okay, that's cool. You can have Shmeegle Fox, baby. That's fine too, okay? And it might work out. But my main point is, you should be picky about who you hump, even if it's a one-night stand, to make sure that even if you mess around and have a baby, that baby has the best chance. Okay? I'm sorry. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it makes sense. Okay? It felt good to get off my chest. And you might be sitting there right now, you're saying, well, that's messed up, Mr. Salmon Pink. As my stepfather, I can't believe you just said that. Okay? That you should only hump as a goal to make the most attractive baby you can. And you know what I say? Why not? Why would that not be the best outcome? Okay? Think about it, huh? We're all so sensitive about shit, but let's say someone is like, you really cared about making an art piece. Okay? And then Kevin comes over, poops all over your art piece. Okay? You're probably going to be like, I really wish that you didn't poop on my art piece because now the art piece kind of sucks. And you'd be upset about it. Okay? Why do you care more about an art piece than you do little baby Shmeegle Fox? Okay? Because it could have been Matthew McConaughey Fox. Okay? You could have been Matthew McConaughey Megan Fox, baby. Okay? But you were just Shmeegle Megan Fox, baby. You know what? Whatever, dude. I'm over it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But I think I made my point. Okay? Just put your wiener in stuff that you would want to make a baby with. All right? Like, if you're making an art piece, you know, hump a good one out there. Okay? And I'm not saying ugly babies are bad. I love ugly babies. I love all babies. And looks are not everything. But I just think if you go out there and you throw it around and you don't if you don't look at your partner and think about your faces together, you're kind of an asshole. You're kind of an asshole. Strictly on a one-night stand or just hookup basis. Okay? Because love makes the prettiest babies. Okay? Maybe this is I'm throwing a Hail Mary out there. Maybe this might save me. Okay. Love does make the prettiest babies. Because you've seen that before. You've seen two Shmeagles make a Megan Fox. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we're just going to be real here. Okay? We're all humans. You can sit on your pedestal and be like, I don't look at people. You do. Okay? Even Stevie Wonder knows who's hot, so shut up. But it's like, you can look at two Shmeagles and be like, damn, Y'all made Megan Fox, and that's because love was in the bedroom with him, okay? When Shmeegle 1 was making a mess of Shmeegle 2, and Shmeegle 2 was moaning in Shmeegle 1's ears, there was love there. And love makes the prettiest babies, okay? So that's what you should do. To make the prettiest baby of all time, be in love with your partner, okay? And make sure that your faces would make a pretty baby, and I promise you, that baby's going to be okay, okay? That baby's going to be fine. And you might be like, damn, Papa, stepdad, what the hell? And I'm just going to tell you right now, as my child, I want you to put your wiener or have a wiener put in you that makes a pretty baby because I love you and I want to hold my pretty little grandson or pretty little granddaughter and not, and my daughter looks like Megan Fox because I made pretty babies. And my beautiful daughter brings over Shmeegle for Thanksgiving because they humped behind a KFC one time when she was drunk. And now I'm holding Shmeegle Fox and Shmeagle's trying to talk to me, but I don't speak Shmeaglean and I don't like him. And my Megan Fox is acting like everything is fine, but she's actually crying. Okay. And then Shmeegle Fox is crying in my arms, and he's talking to me as a baby. Goes, why? Why did my hot mom sleep with Shmeegle? Why? Why did she do this to me? I have a beautiful nose, but my body is upside down. You know what I mean? Like my grandchild, Shmeegle Fox, did not deserve that, and you should be more responsible. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. I hope that covered it for you. Okay. I only have a few more we're gonna do. Okay. We're gonna do here. Okay. So the next one, let's move on. Okay. Let's move on. I think we've hit some really good points today. So we got a few more to do. All right. Before we say goodbye, kiss and make up. Okay. So let's go over here to I think this might be a real name, sweet baby. So I'm gonna change your name. Stacy, your last name is going to be Kapow. So Stacy Kapow coming in hot. Great name, by the way. Great name, Stacy Kapow. So her question is, how do I find and capture a good man to date? Okay. Well, Stacy, capture is a really crazy word to put there. I like it, though. Thrill of the hunt, kind of into it. But capture is a bit intense. I'm going to reword this for you. How do I find and maintain a beautiful, loving relationship with a good man? Does that sound better? But I'm a freak, so if you show up with a cage and you put me in there and I'm looking good in that cage, a little feral, I'm drooling a little bit, I'm asking for water, and you look good naked and you come over and you say, here's some water, I'm not going to complain, okay? But I'm few and far between, all right? I don't know what happened to me, but I'm into things I shouldn't be. But anyway, most people aren't, so just don't try to capture anybody. But okay. I need a husband, and my 7-year-old wants a dad, but the dating pool is a cesspool. Okay. Stacy, I'm going to agree with you. Cesspool is a heavy word, but you're not wrong in a way, okay? Dating is weird, for sure. It is kind of weird. But realistically, man, dating while you also have a child, that complicates things, okay? So I don't have kids, okay? I have dated women with kids, okay? I've stepped up. And then it didn't work out, and I stepped out, and it's kind of weird. I feel bad about that, but I was only there for a few months, and we were very responsible about not getting too close to the children until we were like farther along. Okay, she was a good mom, so that's also what you should do. But my main point is, when you're dating with a kid, for the love of God, okay, as someone with divorced parents who did a good job of this, who didn't do what I'm about to explain, and I'm glad for it because I have enough trauma already, and I have enough abandonment issues. I don't need this either. You are not just dating for you now, okay? Which sucks. But when you have a kid, that's a responsibility. And I really hope that everyone out there with a child thinks that way, okay? When you have a baby, that baby's everything, and it should be, okay? Because having a kid, to me, is an opportunity to give something a better life than you and have them less fucked up than you are. And that is a big responsibility on your end to not screw them up worse than you're screwed up, okay? They're going to get a little screwed up no matter what because they're human, okay? Some of their neurons are going to fire into their butthole and then they poop every time they laugh or something. You know, kids get messed up, but that's the goal, okay? But what my parents didn't do was date a bunch of people, get really close to me with them, and then they left, which just adds on to abandonment issues and all that stuff too. So I would just, okay, find a good man, date him for a while, and then slowly introduce him to the child. Maybe as a friend first, okay? I just know a lot of friends, and I've seen this firsthand. Dude, I used to actually work at a gym, and I was in the kids area. I was a rock climbing instructor and stuff, but I also worked in like the daycare at the gym. And you know the kids whose parents have a revolving door of people in their life, and it messes them up, dude. Like it genuinely messes them up. So don't do that, please. I mean, you could date, bro. Moms can throw it back. I've hung out with a few single mommies. Okay, they deserve love too. Okay, mommies can moan. 2025, mommies can moan. I'm down for that. Single dads too. They can grunt. Single dads can grunt. Mommies can moan. 2025. Put it on a t-shirt. Make some money off that bad boy. Live by it. Okay. If you're a mommy, throw it back for a real one. But how to find and capture a good man today. First and foremost, sorry, this is the honest God's truth. If you want to have a good partner, you got to be one. Facts. Sorry, you got to be one, man. If you want to be a good partner, or want to have a good partner, you got to be one. All right. So evaluate yourself, understand where you're lacking, work on those, and understand what you're good at in a partner. Also, figure out what you want. Okay. What kind of things do you want? And it's okay. So many people are like, oh, you shouldn't date for stability and stuff. Shut up. Shut up. You're a toddler. Okay. Dating's a big deal, especially when you have kids. I would suggest finding a man who, takes care of himself really well. I don't know how old you are, but if you're, in your early 30s or late 20s or even more. Oh, I muted myself. Sorry about that. I got a little excited, so I moved my little wiggly body, and I don't need to explain myself to you, but we're back, okay? Um, what was I saying? Yeah, okay. So when you're in your like late 20s, 30s, 40, whatever, you probably shouldn't date like an adult man with the brain of a toddler. Okay, I'm sorry. Like I used to think differently than this. Like, oh, you should always have fun. I'm 27 now. Yeah, I have an investment portfolio. Okay, I no longer travel on a whim. Okay, I want a house. Okay, I tried building one. It didn't work out, but my dreams have changed, so it's okay. I want a home with a bathroom. Okay, I want investments for my future. Okay, I want to dress nicer. I want to be clean all the time. I want, you know what I mean? So like if I can turn around, okay, I used to be just a stinky footed little boy running around in the wild, okay, drinking beers and eating gas station peanuts to survive. And I had a good time, but that is not an environment for a healthy relationship, especially for a child, okay? So I'm standing on business here. Find a full grown ass man, to be real with you, okay? So do that. He doesn't have to have the world's best job or nothing like that, but just make sure he, like, I don't know, hasn't gone to jail. Probably a good plus, especially if you have a child, maybe no felons. Sorry, all my felons out there. I love you, okay? I love you. Only date, if you're a felon, you should only date other felons. So start a mob or something. Start a career path there. It always takes two. You can't rob a bank by yourself. That just doesn't work out half the time. Anyway, that's terrible advice, but I'm just, okay, maybe felons can, hey, you know what? Just make sure they're a good person. People have a past, okay? I'm going to dig myself out of that hole. But yeah, find a man who has a good head on his shoulders. That's the most important part, okay? And if he treats you nice and you feel good, then go there, okay? But the answer to the question, how do I find a good man? It's not like I don't have advice like to go Texas Roadhouse and throw biscuits at somebody with a nice haircut. Like that's not how that works, I mean, put yourself out there. That's always kind of nice too. And honestly, everyone talks crap on online dating and stuff, but that's ridiculous. Like it's just the world we live in, and it's fine. It's totally fine. But I also think too, it's really important to just have tough conversations early. I know a lot of people don't do that, but on first dates, bro, I don't care. Call me crazy. I want to know where your morals are. I don't want to wait till date 5 when I'm already helplessly romantically involved with you to realize that you're fine with cats being skinned for magic. Okay. Like figure out their moral high ground and where they stand. Get to know them, and take it slow. Don't rush it, especially when you have a child. That's what I'm saying. Don't rush things when you have a kid. I'm sorry, but like I know too many people who are in bad situations and got hurt by people not caring about them when they're a child. You're a child, you have no choice, dude. You have to be there. So it's like just be honest about that. And honestly, I would suggest Stacy finding somebody with kids. Yeah, find somebody with kids, man, and their kids are happy and healthy. That's a good sign for me. When I meet somebody and they have happy, healthy kids who are fun and quirky, they have manners, but they're like fun. Like they're not afraid of everything, and they're, I tend to think that person's a pretty good. Your kids are a really good radar of who you are as a person. I think so. Before you come at me, okay, one of you people out there, okay, my beautiful, beautiful kids, and you say, well, my 4-year-old daughter likes to bite kneecaps of elderly men and she commits grand theft auto on the weekends, but I've been nothing but good to her. Okay, you're an outlier. Okay, and you probably did something. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not a doctor, but I never met a baby from a good house that eats kneecaps and commits grand theft auto. Okay, so maybe take some accountability. Okay, turn the TV down at night. I don't know. I don't know how to fix that, baby. That's thank God it's not mine. You know what I'm saying? Why is your kid eating kneecaps? But anyway, so besides that, find somebody who with kids. I think that'd be nice. And honestly, too, I like growing up with brothers and sisters is badass. Even if they're step brothers and sisters, if he's a good dude, you have a good relationship, ease it into it. But yeah, I'm dog shit at dating, so I generally do feel like I can give good advice on that. Just don't do what I do. So just take it slow and care about the big stuff because you should. Because you got a baby, okay? But I wish you guys the best, Stacy. I really do, okay? So go find you a handsome man with a plan, good head on his shoulders. Honestly, I think having kids would be it'd just be a nice safety net too, because then he like can keep a child alive, which is cool. That's always a plus when someone can keep their child alive. It's usually a big plus, especially when you're bringing your own child there, So that's pretty good. Mistakes happen though. Okay, so if the child isn't there anymore, just ask a few good questions. Because like terrible things happen. But like if he's like, oh, baby Greg, I accidentally threw him out of a window when I was drunk in the Caribbeans. Okay, maybe don't date that guy. Okay, I don't want to date somebody who gets drunk enough to throw babies out of windows. Okay, so like that's a good radar to kind of check out. But anyway, yeah, there you go. I think I helped. Not very well, but I think I helped. So yeah, that's what I think. Okay. The last question is from Dear Sweet Baby Fartbox. Okay. And that's how I know you're my child because Fartbox sounds right in my alley. So, any advice on how to get you off my mind? I think they're talking about little old me. And how many kids do you think we should have? Okay. This is a fun question because I do have a good answer for both. Any advice how to get you off my mind? Hang out with me for more than a week and you will forget about me and not want me around. So do that. Hit me up. Let's hang out for a week and you're going to hate me. So that's always fun. That's the big test. And if you don't hate me after a week, I'm going to check you into a mental hospital because you're flawed and you shouldn't want to hang out with me more than a week. So that's a good test too, because maybe we can actually get the help that you really deserve. And then how many kids do you think we should have? This is a great question because I want kids, man. I want to be a papa, and I think I'd be good at it. I think I'd be good at it because I'm willing to be wrong. Okay? And as an adult with some experiences in life, I just think I think I got a good head on my shoulders. I'm not afraid to admit that. And I like if I had kids, man, like manners would be big for me, but not so much that they're afraid of their own shadow type of stuff. Like I want my kids to stick up for themselves for sure. But I want my kids to be totally okay with being themselves. Like I want them to be like every room in their house, like in their rooms. I say, "Hey, this wall right here. This wall, this one right here. Draw on it. Just this wall though." Okay? Because I think it's important, right, to know your limits, to respect other people's things, but also not be afraid to create your own spaces. I think that's so important for people to know. But hey, sweet baby child, you know, pick out your outfit today. I don't care what you look like. Learn to express yourself how you want to and draw on that wall. And come get me. When you're proud of something you drew on that wall, come get me and I want to check out what you drew. Okay? And I want to be the type of dad if my kid says, "I want to play drums." You're getting a drum set tomorrow. Okay? And if you don't want to play drums anymore, I'm not going to berate you. I'm not going to belittle you. I'll tell you why. I'll ask you why. I want to be that parent who doesn't get mad at you for wanting to stop something. I want to ask you why. Because I feel like so many kids give up on stuff, right? Because they're just frustrated and they don't have to get past something. And so they just want to quit. And then when you do that, you go to your parents and you say, "I want to quit." And they just get pissed off at you and start throwing money. "Well, I paid $1,000 for that. I put so much time into that, you piece of shit." Not helpful. Not helpful at all. And then your kid's going to probably end up doing it and hating it and resenting you and quitting anyway. When all you should have done is been like, "Hey, baby, what's going on? Like, why do you want to quit it? You really loved it. Like, just talk to me about it. What's going on? How can I help you? Maybe we don't quit right now. Let's figure it out unless you really want to. Or we'll quit for a week." You know what I mean? Like, figure it out. Give the kid an opportunity to explain himself and try to teach him to not give up, to work around things. But, like, I think about this shit all the time. Like, if I had a kid in this situation, what would I do? But I want my kids to be not afraid of their freedom. I want them to think and I want them to feel and I want them to communicate that with me. And I want them to be honest. Like I want my kids to make mistakes because they will learn. And I want them to make mistakes so I can teach them that it's okay to. You know, I'm not going to berate them for dropping things. I'm going to explain to them why they shouldn't, or ask them why they dropped it, to make them self-aware about, hey, puddles are bad, okay? Don't leave ice on the floor because now I have to take you to the hospital because your toe is speaking Spanish and it's crooked. Okay, you jacked it up, little Tommy. You know, so it's like, I don't know. I want kids someday because I want to give them a better peace of mind than I have. Okay? And I feel like if you know and you've taken the time to understand your pains and what hurts you, hopefully, I hope, at least for my own kids someday, that I'm able to save them from that by knowing how to navigate it and knowing why I feel this way and then not doing that to them. So I really want kids, and I want 3 at the least. I want 2 boys first because I want all my kids to be close in age too, but I want 2 boys first. Twins would be so killer because I think twins are just sick as hell. But like, if not, that's fine. I don't have twins in my family, so like a long shot. But dude, like, I honestly ask girls I'm talking to, like, you got twins in the family? And if they say yes, I'm throwing it down, bro. I'm throwing it down. I'm down. I don't care. I'll take the risk. That's fine with me. I want twins. I just think it's rad. But I want 2 boys first. Okay? I'll be happy if I get a girl. No problem at all. But I have a plan. I just think it's cute. But I want 2 boys first. Okay? So that when my daughter's growing up, she has me, her mama, and 2 older brothers who will beat the living piss out of some dude being a weirdo. Okay? Because I was younger. I have a sister, and I'm younger than her. And I was just younger of her. We were close in age, but I was just young enough that I couldn't do anything for her when she needed me when I was younger. And I feel guilty about that. And I feel terrible about it. And it's not really like my fault. You know, there's certain things I could have done better. But it's like, I was a kid. Okay? And I couldn't defend her. And it breaks my heart. And I want my kids to be able to do that. Okay? And also, like, I'm not having just boys just so they can protect my daughter. But it's like, I also want boys because boys are sick, dude. I'm a dude, and being a dude is awesome. So, like, I want to make more dudes so they can experience what it's like to pee wherever you want, have a wiener, and jump around. Like, it's so sick to be a guy. But girls are princesses, and little girls are cute as hell, bro. Like, dude, I want to be, like, so close to my daughter. That'd be so fresh. Just, like, wearing dresses with her, like, being cute shit. Like, I love that. Like, I think every dad wants, like, a daughter just to play with, and it's just cute, man. I don't know. I just think that's so lovely because women are so beautiful and they're so important, and a lot of them just don't get treated right. So I would love to show a kid some love, man. Like, just really be there for him and show him what a healthy male model looks like. And hopefully so she doesn't date some dude named Tyler with some misdemeanors and a drinking problem when she's 16. You know, I want her to date some smart, nerdy man who likes math and doesn't cheat on her. You know what I mean? And I'll be real with you. I really think your dad is a big part of how you love in the future. Both parents. I really believe in that. So how your parents love is how you'll love, and the love you'll look for. So even if it's not healthy. So I just want to give that to kids. But so yeah, I want 2 sons and then a daughter afterwards. And just give them all the world, man. So we can have 3 kids together if we get together for a week and you don't hate me, and then I put you in the mental hospital and they fix you, and then we still like each other. Let's have some babies. So anyway, that's it, man. I feel good. I feel back. Generally, this was so much fun. If I made you upset with my Shmeegle Fox, baby, that's on you, okay? Because maybe you're just guilty. Maybe you're guilty and you're not picky where you put your wiener or the wieners that get put in you. So be more picky about it. I promise you. There's literally no negatives to it. So don't be having Shmeegle Foxes. Your kids are gonna hate you. So don't have your kids hate you. Do the best for your kids. So hump the best thing you can. Anyway, not to bring that up again, but we're gonna take a few seconds here to say I love you and I have missed you and I'm so happy to be back and things are going really good for me. I'm getting my own place here soon and I'm gonna start filming the podcast so you can see me on YouTube and stuff like that. I'm really, really stoked about that. I'm building a studio in my new apartment. So give me a few weeks and we're going to get that together. And I'm just so stoked and excited to upgrade a little bit. And that way you guys can see what I'm wearing. Because right now I have a cute little mustache I didn't tell you about. And I'm not wearing that many clothes. Okay. I am comfy and breezy. But all in all, let's hit that little theme song. Say goodbye. And just know I love you. Papa's always there for you. And I have missed you so much. And thank you, as always, for listening to Urban Stepdad with me, your papa, Sam and Pink. So let's tune in and tune out. Go back to your day and love the day you're having. Even if it's dog shit, it's probably going to get worse. Just kidding. I hope it gets better. But I love you. And I'll talk to you later. Cue the music. Ba-da-da-da-da. Push it.